This is the first video of Chapter 2. Chapter 1 mainly defines the problems with the disconnect between science and art. Chapter 2 is all about defining art with both extreme simplicity and complete detail. It's the most important chapter in the book. I'm skipping Figure 5 for reasons explained in the previous video. There are many figures in the book that won't make sense to those who don't read the book. Figure 6 aims to set expectations for both idealistic and realistic definitions of art. It starts with Figure 6a, a simple spectrum between all the definitions of art ranging from all exclusive, symbolized with 0, to all inclusive, symbolized with infinity. I call it the spectrum of inclusiveness. Too exclusive, and you define nothing. Too inclusive, and you distinguish nothing. We need something that is neither extreme to be useful. Figure 6b marks the extreme middle of that spectrum with a placeholder label called selective. This can be any definition that doesn't match either extreme. Figure 6c adds another dimension to the spectrum. The vertical spectrum represents formality. It runs perpendicular to inclusiveness. The higher up on the spectrum, the more formalized. The high middle is now formal selective. This will be our goal for an academically strong foundation to build on. We'll specify that the bottom corners of the spectrum are now both informal. 6c focuses on the ideal. Since I'm not naive enough to expect ideals to overcome reality, I'll put aside the formality line. This frees up room to plot what is realistic. We'll mark the top as the ideal definition of art. Then we'll pull the line of inclusiveness about halfway up the formality spectrum. This is the focus of Figure 6d. This middle area represents the reality of what we have now. It's numerous established definitions that don't match any extreme of either formality or inclusiveness. By now you should recognize this plot forms an A for art. That's the whole of Figure 6, the ideal formal expectation at the top of the spectrum of formality, and between the spectrum of inclusiveness. I hope this raises expectations for all those seeking more concise definitions of art. I hope all of Chapter 2 will meet any raised expectations. Chapter 2 has the most diagrams in the book. Not all will be shown in the videos, but most will. I hope you are looking forward to them and will leave critical feedback in the comments. Thanks for watching.